So now let's talk about the transplant.
First order of business was COVID test to make sure that I was fine. Then from there went more blood work. And what I found out they did was mix our blood to find out if there was anything would happen in the match. Because of course our blood will now be mixed. And that was step one. And then it was just a matter of, okay, then you wait for the results and you go back to your hotel room and wait. And it just, again, you know, this is another nerve-wracking procedure that has got to be done.
I understand you had 2 wishes. Can you talk about those two wishes?
About a year ago, I got a call from the nephrologist, transplant nephrologist, and he said, Michael, if you got a wish, what would it be? So I sat there for a second, and I went, I'm going to be greedy. I want 2 wishes. Okay, what are they? I said, I want a kidney, and I want it transplanted the same day, the day I failed. And I got them both within 2 weeks.
How do we explain that?
Somebody's looking after me. Creator.
What else is happening leading up to the transplant? Were you scared?
No, anxious. There's a difference. I'm not sure well, I know what's going to happen, but I don't know how it's going to happen. I know the day it's going to happen. I found out the time I'm to be in the hospital, and we also found out that Scott's to be there hours before me, because of course, they say, first step is taking his kidney out, and then there's no sense having me there opened with the kidney not even come out yet. So you just kind of bide your time and just, you know, what we did was we hung out with Scott and his sister, and then our son came over, and then I went for my last dialysis on the Sunday before transplant, which was the last one. And that was nice to know that I walked out of that dialysis clinic going, I'm not coming back. It saved my life, you know, over and over and over again, but we're done. It's time to turn the page on that chapter. We're moving on, and it's going to start tomorrow.
And what about you, Sharon? How are you feeling?
Anxious. Anxious that something would call it off at the last minute. Because until it's done, it's not, you know, there's always the chance that something could happen that it's not going to get done. So I think for me, that was the big thing, was just the waiting and the anxiousness of having it happen. And because of COVID, our son couldn't come into the hospital and sit with us, and there was, you know, there was the little things that are a little bit different because of COVID. So yeah, and that made it a little bit more anxious too, as well.
Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by Kidney Plugged In. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, don't kidney around. Hit that subscribe button right now. It helps us out a ton. If you want to check out the next part in the series, click here. If you'd like to watch other inspiring and heartwarming patient stories, well then slide on over here. Cheers, and we'll see you next time on Kidney Plugged In.